I want to give you some quick and easy tips to deciphering your retainer agreement. A retainer agreement, number one, should be easy to read. It shouldn't be legalese. Most important, the legal fee here in medical malpractice in New York State is based upon the net settlement or recovery, not the gross. What does that mean? The gross, let's say it's $1 million, a settlement. That would be the gross. The gross in New York State is reduced by the expenses in New York called disbursements. And so you don't calculate the fee until you've reduced the gross settlement by the disbursements, and the legal fee is based only on the net recovery after deducting expenses. So that's important to know because it's very different in New York State from a personal injury settlement. The other thing to know is the attorney and the law firm can put right in the retainer agreement that you are not responsible for case expenses in the event that there is no monetary recovery. That's really important because in a medical malpractice case, you could spend upwards of $100,000, $200,000 easy. So you want to make sure it's spelled out in clear English in the retainer agreement that you are not responsible for the reimbursement or payment of expenses in the event that there's no recovery. That is perhaps the most important thing for you to know. You have the right to get your file at any time. Any document that's related to the case, you have the right to, and that's right in our retainer agreements. You want to see the expenses of your case? This is your case. You own the file, and also the expenses. You're entitled to an itemization of the case expenses as they are incurred. You can ask your lawyer, I'd like an itemized list of every case expense. You have to be proactive in looking out for your rights. Now, one other thing, in medical malpractice or personal injury, when there's a referring attorney or a referring law firm, you'll see that by ethical laws in New York, there has to be full disclosure to you that there will be a division of the legal fee between the referring law firm and the firm that's handling your case for you. So in our agreements, it's spelled out in what's called a memorandum concerning the division of the fee. And that gives you the percentages of how the fee will be divided between our law firm and the referring law firm. And that is actually part of the retainer agreement. So you'll see that that other law firm is ethically responsible for the handling of the case. And for that reason, we keep them informed of what's going on throughout your case so that they know the status of everything, depositions, motion work, trials, the whole thing. And we invite them to be as active in the handling of your case as possible because it's really a good thing when you've got two law firms looking out for your rights rather than one. The fact that the legal fee is divided between two firms doesn't mean that you pay twice. It simply means there's one legal fee and that legal fee is divided between the two law firms, the referring firm and the firm handling the case. Now, let's say that you call the law firm and they're not getting back to you. This is a common scenario out in the legal world, that there's a lack of communication between you and the law firm that you hired. That's a red flag because in our firm, you will have my cell phone number, you'll have the cell phone number of each one of the paralegals that's handling your case because communication is everything. If you don't know what's going on with your case, we are not doing our job well. And if you're unhappy, I want to know about it. If you're saying, no one's getting back to me, I'm really upset, text me, call me, I'll deal with it directly. That's how we deal with it. We are very different from other law firms in that regard. So these are a few of the basic things with a retainer agreement. Most importantly, make sure you read and understand the agreement before you sign it. If you don't understand the terms, ask to meet with your attorney to go through everything so it's very clear, and always keep your retainer agreement with you at all times. Those are my best tips for understanding a retainer agreement before you sign it. If you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. If you comment, I will reply, and I'll see you next time.